Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what can you expect next in your love life. Can't wait to do this reading for you. If you prefer to pick your piles, by the way, using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Okay, so let's pull out your 3 cards for today's reading. 1, 2, and 3, and see what we have. So for pile number 1, you've got give to receive. For pile number 2, you've got Yule. And for pile number 3, you've got Tangled Thoughts. As always, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you've got the Zebra Jasper. For pile number 2, you've got the Aura Quartz. And for pile number 3, you've got the Tiger's Eye. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always take you and lead you to the readings that you are meant to hear. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times. It'll take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. Sometimes, you know, you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition. At other times, you feel like, I'm going to pick with my sign today. It's just nice to have different options at all times. Okay. Whoa, that was cool. So for pile 2, we definitely have a Taurus sign here, which makes me feel like I want to draw out interchangeably today. The signs interchangeably today. So pile 1 has got Pisces, pile 2 Taurus, pile 3 Capricorn, pile 1 Scorpio, pile 2 Gemini, and pile 3 Cancer, pile 1 Leo, pile 2 Libra, and pile 3 Sagittarius, pile 1, Aquarius, pile 2, Aries, and pile number 3, Virgo. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3, of course. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, as you know, we're taking a look at what you can expect next in your love life. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in checking the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down for you guys down in the description box. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Zebra Jasper. Your significator card is the Taurus card, and it says give to receive. It's also numerologically the number 5. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Welcome to your reading, guys. Oh, I feel like this one is also popping out, so I'm going to take it. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. Wow, you've got Lover. And I mean, this is not even a romantic deck. So it looks like there's a lot of love coming. This is actually a deck that I use to perceive the type of energy or actions, dynamics maybe in the reading. To see Lover, it's very interesting. So if you're wondering what's up next in your love life, there's definitely a lot of activity in that area. And you've got Sun in Aquarius with idealism. Ooh, this is cool. Wow, okay. I know it means how the Sun in Aquarius, how Aquarius seeks idealism. But to me, this is communicating how you will perceive something to be quite ideal with this person, whoever this person is. Is it or someone already in your life? Is it someone new you're meeting? We'll find out. So you've got caution, however, right? All of the yellow here is definitely taking us to this card. So you want to be careful. We'll find out why. And you've got character. That's a deck that rarely has these empty cards, but we have a focus on character. All right. And you've got Land Steward. Okay. Very interesting how it's coming together, my dear pile number 1. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we have a full picture of what you can expect next in your love life. All about this person, what you need to be careful with, what's going to happen next, all of that. Okay, so you've got the 2 of Pentacles. The 7 of Wands. The Tower card. There is definitely something here that you do need to be careful with. Right, you've got the 2 of Wands. Is that person wishy-washy? I don't think you would be interested in that. But let's wait and see what the cards are saying. You've got the Magician. The 8 of Wands. I feel like I need one more card. Perhaps if we push them to the side a little bit, I will have space for that one more card that I feel... I just feel we need one more card. So... excuse me. Let's push these. And we've got space. Oh! Well, we're getting way more cards. These I'm going to use in the bottom row, no problem. They're meant to come out, so we take them. Okay. What is this card? The Temperance card. Great. I really felt we needed one more card. So it's something I can't explain. You know how when you just feel something? So, yeah. What is going on here? It's interesting that you've got Land Steward and you've got something falling apart. You can see someone who deeply cares about maybe their land, where they come from, or that they hold something very valuable that may just crumble a little. Oh. See, Sun in Aquarius with idealism, that's all regarding the thought. And so it looks like we'll find out more about this person if they're already in your life or not. But you seem to have the energy of a person who's very loyal. Because when we talk about land, we talk about loyalty, roots, loyalty. So something foundational to that person, and they seem to care about something very much, and you want to be cautious not because there is anything that's going to happen to you, but this person seems to be going through a steep transition in their life. Something like old beliefs are crumbling down, things that they used to believe about themselves or others. I don't know, a religious belief, a political belief, something of that nature. It doesn't have to be any of the things I listed, but all I'm trying to say is that they held on dearly to something that used to keep them grounded and rooted. And guys, they're looking closer at things. The Magician is a skilled person. So you can see, especially with the Eight of Wands, the message here, it's like there's a lot of Eight of Wands is communication. They're looking deeper into information about things. And it seems like there is a moment of a shatter happening to this person, where old ideals, old beliefs are crumbling down. They try to find their balance amidst all of this shakeup. And it's almost like they don't know what to believe anymore. Maybe, this has to do with dear people in their lives. It doesn't have to be like a political belief, religious belief, or anything like that. It could be that this is a time where they believed that they could rely on the I don't want to say rely on people, but rely on their loyalty, perhaps. Rely on, we did talk about loyalty, on their loyalty, that they'll be there maybe when something happens, that they can trust their loyalty or truthfulness or anything like that. And I feel like, unfortunately, this person, because we do have character, caution character, it's talking about how their character is changing, their beliefs are changing. You seem to be meeting, or maybe you're already with, someone who's got idealistic ideas about what should happen in the world, or how relationships are supposed to be, what's right, what's wrong. They are very much always searching and following what they believe is ideal. So you can see high ethical standards, a very open-minded thinker. They're willing to consider what's right over what's wrong at any time, even if they are going to be wrong. And this is why this shakeup is happening to them, because they are always open and inviting to the truth. And so with that can come sometimes a lot of shakeups like that. So you want to be careful. I don't know why see, Taurus is like stability. It's your significator card says give to receive. So you want to be careful with this person. I believe your reading is definitely saying, is this a good person, like a honest person looking for idealism? Yes. But you want to be careful not to give and not receive from this person at this part of their lives. So I believe your reading is saying with the Temperance card, stay balanced until they find their balance. It's almost like, okay, so if this is a new person, then you're going to be meeting this person. You're going to love the way they think. You're going to love their honesty, their truthfulness. You might even have empathy towards what they're going through. You might form a beautiful friendship together. And I feel like maybe day and day with the moons here, the cycles of the moon, the nature of your connection will adjust and reform and change, where you might be feeling like, oh, this person is a nice person that I met, to, oh, this is a great friend that I have, to, I love talking to this person a lot. And they might even become like an even closer type of friend. But you want to be careful. Since this is a love reading, it's talking about what to expect next in love. I'm assuming that your reading is telling you to be balanced when it comes to love. Don't overinvest with your emotions with this person until they are ready to give and receive. So that's why you have caution. Are they a good person? Yes. I don't think this is a person who wants to come and fool around. They're not shaky, but their world is shaky at the moment. And like I would say, imagine if you were going through something similar. I think if you're going through a huge upheaval, a huge one, like where you start questioning what's right and what's wrong in the world anymore, like what's right, what's wrong, how can these people do that? Sometimes, a lot of times, when we're going through something difficult, yes, we still acknowledge that we have special people in our lives, but when things are so shaky, you don't know anymore what to focus on, except that thing that they're trying to figure out. So all I'm saying in your reading is to, yes, there'll be a lot of communication between you and this person, whether this is a person who's already in your life or not. There'll be a lot of communication. I'm seeing your reading is telling you to be cautious and to take it easy, let it form naturally with the Temperance card, like without forming a lot of expectations, without receiving, right? So let it form naturally. If they want to give, they'll be giving. If they don't want to give, obviously stay friends, give as much as you take, is all I'm trying to show you here when it comes to your reading. So yeah, it looks like this is someone you're going to be meeting next, or maybe perhaps this is someone in your life, and your reading is telling you, look, there'll be a lot of warm and loving emotions between the two of you. That's absolutely true. How it's going to progress, we'll find out. The cards are already out. But until now, all I'm seeing is take it slow. Perhaps you'll be a good balance in a time where this person is genuinely looking for balance. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, take it slowly is what I'm seeing. All right, so yeah, in fact, you've got Taurus here, and Taurus is all about groundedness, moving slowly, right? Taking things slowly. It's all about the quality versus the quantity. The quality of connection you create first, and not how quickly you're moving. Okay. Yeah, it's also going to be good because taking things slow without any expectations will help you create a stronger foundation, think of things thoroughly without having to expedite anything with expectations. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing up until now. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you've got the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, another Queen, wow, the Queen of Cups. Very nice. Beautiful energy, Oh, the Queens are receptive energies. Is this talking about two waiting to receive? I don't know. Wait, let's see. You've got the Four of Pentacles. The Two of Cups, this is, by the way, the Lover's card of tarot. So, but you've got something being spoiled here with the worms and the apple. But you think about it, apples are temptation, maybe. Let's see. But it's very loving. Something that's reoccurrent in your reading is that for loving energy for sure. Love. So what's going on here is we'll figure out in a moment. And oh, you've got the Star card. And let's open these two up. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay, well, that definitely gives us a great perspective to the two Queen cards that I was wondering about. Okay, wow. Two highly spiritual people. Okay, this takes a steep turn, this reading. So that's why there's a lot of communication there. I would say deep communication, spiritual, highly intelligent conversation. You will love that part. I would say ideally your connection together is very, I want to say your connection together is very ideal. I think both of you will enjoy very much your connection together. There's no question, especially the slower you go, the both of you. But there seems to be two receptive energies here. And at first thought, I was like, yikes. I mean, I'm going to be honest with this pile. But seeing the High Priestess and the Hierophant, this definitely shows us a higher perspective than the one I was looking at. Because to be honest with you, initially I was like, these are two people wanting to receive and not giving. Perhaps due to the situation that they're going through. But then, like I said, this definitely gives us a deeper, higher perspective. One's ready and one's not ready yet. But there's no question that there is emotion between the two of you. You and this person that you will meet, or the person who's already in your life. Now, I don't like to give advice of, oh, wait until the other person is ready. Because personally, out of the tarot, like if we think about outside of tarot, I personally don't follow that advice. So I'm not going to tell you something that I don't believe in. But I also believe in reading the cards honestly, because sometimes I don't have the full picture and maybe you do. So use your judgment, I would say. Be discerning. What am I seeing in the cards? I am seeing someone who is going through some form of crisis, and with the Queen of Pentacles trying to find their groundedness, which seems to be very important to them at the moment. And so with the High Priestess, you will find that this person will not be very open. Maybe because they're trying to figure things out. Maybe because they don't know what's right. Do they feel emotions? Do they feel like something is good? Absolutely. But it's being spoiled here. They feel like maybe what they're going through is making them feel, maybe they have a territory, and that territory, their empire, maybe they have an empire and they feel like this empire is breaking down and they don't feel stable. And so for any reason, for whatever reason, they are, when it comes to love, they're not fully present in that area. They want to hold back their energy when it comes to that, because the High Priestess always tries to bring duality into oneness. So all I'm saying is that this person is trying to figure their world out that is falling apart. Remember, we did say from the very beginning, this is something that makes them feel rooted, and this is something that makes them feel stable, that they believe in. So I'll try to pull out some cards and see if we're allowed, only what we're allowed, to see perhaps what it is that is pulling their energy like that, as much as we can understand. And so they're trying to put the picture together, they're trying to fix things, they're trying to do with what they have. They're definitely trying to find their balance. So that's one energy. On the other energy, there's love with the Queen of Cups. There's vibrant love, waiting to receive. Where's the problem? On the other hand, with the Hierophant, the other person is thinking, this is how things are done. Why aren't things going in the way that they should go? I mean, all I know is when, for example, when someone likes someone, they do this. When someone doesn't like someone, they do that. What's going on? So following a traditional route, the other person seems to be trying to find their spiritual way after a breakdown. And so if you want, and if we're allowed to see exactly what their thought process is with regards to that, 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. See, I feel like they are so much into the energy of the past with the 6 of Cups, because I feel like they're losing something that is consuming most of their emotions at the moment. It's where their focus is. Their focus is not at the present moment, it seems. And it seems like their emotions and their wishes are really towards maybe the sadness of the past and what's falling and what valuable things are going to fall with it. And they're preoccupied by very dear things that are falling. So sorry about that. It's not easy when you're trying to hold on to something dear that is shaking up. And so this is why your reading is saying, give to receive. I think it's becoming pretty clear. And you will find that they will be holding off their energy in terms of love. But emotions are, however, going to start forming for the both of you. And you will see the star, again, idealism. As the emotions grow between the two of you, you start recognizing, both of you, that this is ideal. So I believe the question now is becoming, especially that you two are highly spiritual people. Wow. Highly spiritual people. Yeah, this is a person who reflects and thinks a lot and is putting most of their energy in this next phase of their lives, either this new person or the person that you already have in your life, into thinking about what is this trying to teach them, how can they fix it, and so on. So now the question becomes, what will happen in this connection, right? And should you bother at all, right? I mean, you can stay friends if you wish to do so, but I think you will find that this person is quite ideal. So let's see. What is to be expected in this relationship, or this future maybe relationship, and what is your guidance? So first, what to expect. 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups is more the energy of amicability, right? King of Wands. Wow, the Emperor. 9 of Wands, one more. Let's pull out one more. 7 of Pentacles. Here is the situation, and you can choose to indulge in this or not. Maybe when this comes, you'll feel like it's worth it. I have no idea. But I will be reading honestly what we just pulled out here. So yes, love will be forming for sure between the two of you. It's starting out where you really don't understand what's going on. This seems to be energy that is repeated throughout the reading. But in terms of the amicability, you will enjoy that friendship side of this connection very much. Now, the connection between the two will become very strong, very powerful. King of Wands, the Emperor. It will start to become quite stable. It will start to become powerful. You know, the King of Wands is energy, it's passion. There will be passionate energy between the two of you. Also, you come across as two highly strong characters, two very strong characters for sure. So you can see as this connection is forming, it will go from it's not happening to a bit of guardedness to slowly but surely with the Seven of Pentacles, letting each other in, pulling one stick out of this fence at a time, and the connection will grow by time. So will you two end up being lovers? Absolutely, because when it does happen, it's going to be a super ideal situation. If this is something that you are interested in, you can claim it. If you're not interested in, at least the cards showed you the full energy of this connection. But just know this is a wonderful counterpart here. Wonderful counterpart. If you should choose to, you know, if you're like, well, I'm not necessarily wanting things to be fast in any case. I'm not really like waiting for love to begin right away. That's an ideal situation for me. I would love to build a connection with someone slowly, and you know, if anything should happen, that's great. Then you can claim it. If you're like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm actually looking for love. I'm very clear about what I want. This seems to be taking too long. I don't want to get myself in something like that. To be honest, at this point of my life, I'm not ready for this type of drama. Thank you very much. Then maybe you will think, they could be my friend, or not at all. So that's just reading the energy when we take a look at tarot cards. And by the way, you can check the 3 piles just so you know, and know about the different types of people that you will encounter, the different types of energies that are around if you're drawn to them, of course, and see what other types of energies that you actually resonate with. But does this energy seem to be in the vicinity of your love life, if we can say that? Yes, it seems to be there, but you can absolutely refuse it if you don't like it, and you can absolutely claim it if you think, I like that. This is actually very much in alignment with what I want. All right, so very quickly, let's take a look at your guidance. You know, this is the last thing you can hear with regards to that. What is your guidance when it comes to this person? Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 4 of Wands. So speak up, you know, with this person. Your guidance is, this one moved. I don't know if you saw it on camera. I think you did. 8 of Cups. Right. So really, really nice. That was an extra card that's very important. So here your guidance is you have a choice of staying or leaving. So that's really nice. If you stay, it will level up into something great. If you don't like it, absolutely leave. You don't have to get yourself into anything that you don't like, which is very much what we've noticed. But here is your guidance. Page of Pentacles shows that this is going to be a great... Page of Pentacles is associated sometimes with opportunity. I don't want to call a person opportunity, but it could mean like this is actually a valuable person that will be awesome to have in your life. Page grows up to the kings, so there is space for growth, is what this reading is saying. But until that happens, and if you do choose to value this connection, because there's nothing malicious there, you're guided to speak up. Like, don't get disappointed or sad and decide to not talk about it. This is a person who's has got great values and very open to communication. So don't take things in, speak up with the Knight of Swords. This is the most, I want to say, archetype in tarot that speaks up about what they believe. So be open, be valiant, I want to say, no. I want to say be courageous, be outspoken. When you don't like something, sometimes a person is so preoccupied with what they need to fix that they don't realize they could be irritating or bothering some dear people around them. So speak up and say, nah, no, I'm sure you didn't mean that. I'm sure you wanted to do this or that, but that is like not the right way to do it with me. I respect this and that, but I also respect this and that for me. And so I don't think I like that. So yeah, be outspoken with what you believe in, what you like, what you don't like, as you respect their side as well. So yeah, that's what I see as your guidance. Stay. If you stay, it's going to grow into something lovely. If you decide to go for it. You know, this is just energy that is there that you can either water or let go. But it is a lovely person, a wonderful person, great value to have in your life. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see as what to expect next in your love life. I wish you the best of luck, and I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what can you expect next in your love life. These are the decks that I'll be using in your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, are these 2 cards? Yes. All right, so let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Aura Quartz. Your significator card is the Yule card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Taurus, Gemini, Libra, and Aries. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition. All right, so you've got Venus in Aquarius with collaboration. Interesting card to have right off the bat. Okay, there definitely seems to be a collaboration there. Okay, really nice. You've got integration. I love this card. There's something about maturity, perhaps. Let's see. Wow, this is one powerful solar plexus card, isn't it? Determination. Wow. Is that you or them? This person that we'll be reading about, we'll find out. Maybe it's you. We'll find out. So you've got intuition. Okay. You've got mythological creature with Sphinx, religion, Baba Yaga, statue, Medusa, dragon, magic, angel, prehistory. Yeah, the centaur. I was waiting for that. The centaur. Okay. And you've got nightclub. This person might, might be Sagittarius. All right. And you've got nightclub, bouncer, age limit, bartender, hook up, drinks, closing time, and so on. Okay, now let's take a look at your tarot cards so that we have like a full picture of what we're seeing. Are you going to meet someone? Are you already in a connection with someone? Let's find out. So, can we kindly get more information about pile number 2's love life? What should they expect? What can they expect next? So you've got the Fool card. Seems like for most of you, this is a new beginning. And it could be like there's already someone in your life, but there is like an official new beginning between the two of you. But there is an obvious new beginning with the Fool card, a new adventure, a new story, something of that nature. You've got, whoa, the Tower card. Okay, and that could be, and I'm going to wait and see the rest of the cards, but given how this person is calm, for some of you, this is like the heartbeats, doom, 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 and, you know, trying to get it together. Just a guess. Again, we have to see the rest of the cards. And speaking of doom, it does remind me of the nightclub. That could be like the heart beating, doom, 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 you know? So let's see. Just an observation. You've got the Sun card. Wow. Okay. The Emperor. Guys, this is like all major arcana so far. This is a major deal for this pile. This is no small deal. You've got the Two of Pentacles. And we do have space for one more card, actually. The Page of Pentacles. There is a new beginning here, for sure. In fact, the Two of Pentacles makes me think two people making things happen. Like, I think all of this pumping, doom, 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 this is a high risk connection of some sort, because look at the crocodile here. Ooh, high risk connection for one reason or the other. Like maybe due to your jobs or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe you can't be with each other in the same country, maybe different religion. I don't know what about this connection. But there seems to be a huge risk factor associated with it. And despite that, it looks like you two are like trying to balance things out. Despite all of the risks, find your balance and making it happen. And if you look at that card, I think anyone looking at you two from the outside would think they're crazy. Oh my God, but this also shows determination. It's just starting to come together. Both of you are determined to be together. And this is what happens when you really believe in something. So, if you don't know what we're talking about, I guess you're just going to have to wait and see. Pile number 2. But there's a new beginning here. There's huge heartbeats. There seems to be a lot of love going on here. A strong bond is forming, is foundation next. When it comes to your love life, I see with the Page of Pentacles that it's very pure, very innocent. You in fact have intuition here. In my opinion, this looks like two people who genuinely have a strong feeling about one another. They feel that this is right despite the risks involved. They're so sure about it, and they're ready to build something, build their lives around it. You see one person building their lives around the other person building their life around the other. It's like love is going to be the center. It's going to be the eye in which both of you see life through this. They're like, okay, we have to make this work. We want to make this work. In fact, this reminds me of two eyes as well. Let's see how we can revolve everything else around it, because this just feels so good. And you've got Venus in Aquarius. What would Venus in Aquarius be? Communicating truthfully, being cerebral. So I see several things. I see Venus in Aquarius. Aquarius. Let me check, hold on. Exchange of ideas makes sense. Combined efforts makes sense here. Unconventional relationships. Exactly what I'm seeing here. Alliances. Do you see? These are two people coming together. It's not conventional. It's high risk, but they're determined to work together, collaborate together, to make it work. Venus in Aquarius can indicate a love of community and friendship, the joy collaborating with others. They enjoy collaborating with others to benefit the collective. They are friends with everyone in their communities and know who to call to support their current endeavors. While they have a deep love for humanity in general, they may struggle to connect with individuals on a deeper level. Their love is more cerebral, we were just saying that, and less emotional. And they may enjoy the idea of relationships more than the actual reality. Their ideal partner is someone who shares their values and believes that the group comes before the individual. Well, in any case, let's talk about the group here. In any case, we'll explore more about your relationship. There seems to be a fire aspect as well, I would say, with the Centaur, or at least with what I felt was Sagittarius. So perhaps your connection has both elements, the element of being friends and building a strong friendship, as well as being explorative with Sagittarius, like, hey, why don't we do it this way? Although it's risky, let's try to do it like that. Again, both signs are very open-minded. So yeah, like maybe you have both aspects, perhaps. We'll find out in any case as we take a look at your reading. It does say integration. So first of all, integration is perhaps two people coming together. That's integration, right? Two people coming together, determined to come together. It could also be integration between the mind and the heart. So that's another thing. But one thing's for sure. This is an exciting relationship. This is a relationship that makes the heart beat fast. It's full of thrill. It's full of excitement and adventure. Oof, all of that. So yeah. Oh my God. You're going on a wild ride. If you're wondering, when is that? Well, I think your reading is actually very much surrounding the date, because you were drawn to Yule, and as you know, Yule is around Christmas time. It's December 21st, December 22nd, and I think this is the beginning of this connection, or at least something serious in this connection, because as you know, the Yule is associated with the birth of the sun, right? It's the longest night of the year, so maybe you've been single or haven't been in touch, depending on where you are in the reading, for a long time. And this is the birth of something. This is the new beginning of something. And you will be working together, it seems, collaborating very well to make this new beginning happen. I am so excited and curious to find out more about this story. So let's get more information here. It looks to me, because we've seen the crowd in Venus and Aquarius, we're seeing it here. We're seeing it in the nightclub. So it makes me think that you'll be meeting each other in a crowd. And it seems like this crowd is important to you, but your connection, in my opinion, other than Venus and Aquarius, in my opinion, I think it will be more important. Why do I say that? Because of all the determination cards and like doing something risky and the sort. Okay, so let's find out. It seems more to me like you're picking each other than you are picking the crowd. That's the impression I'm getting. But let's allow the cards tell us the story. So you've got the King of Swords, being visionaries and being free as well, which is all about Aquarius energy. You've got the Ace of Wands. You've got the Five of Pentacles. The Lover's card. You're going to be making a huge choice here. Like, because of love, I believe you're going to be making a huge decision, a huge choice or something like that. Six of Cups. Maybe some of you, it's not going to be easy on the family with the Six of Cups. Not easy on the parents, not easy on your children. Something like that. It's interesting how there's a dying rose here and how it's growing in the Ace of Wands. So it makes me feel like, you see, the nightclub is alive with energy, right? Ace of Wands is alive with energy. There's something about either you or them, or maybe even both of you, with the Five of Pentacles, feeling like something was dying within you. Like, this could be perhaps presenting loneliness or lack of fun in life. It could be you feeling like you want to enjoy life, but that part is dying because you're with the cage here, imprisoned, maybe in prison doing work, or maybe the cage here is representing what you're allowed to do in life, or something that is restricting you, or both of you. And it seems with this connection, the energies in your life is just revived. It's almost like the fun is here, the sun is out, the birth of the sun, the birth of fun, the birth of life is what I'm trying to say. Whether we agree with the ideology behind the thought or not, that is the energy that I see in the cards. So that could be you, that could be them, it could be both of you. There's something that was dying that got so revived and so alive with this connection. Maybe, you've been focusing so much on your life. It could be your children, it could be your responsibilities, the things that you have to do, being so serious. And then comes this person that makes you feel so alive again. You have a nice taste of life once more. You feel like you're enjoying life to the fullest once more. With a mythological creature, it almost feels like you're living a new story, a magical world, a crazy magical world. There's a shake-up also in both of your worlds with Kraken here. There's a shake-up, a huge shake-up of emotions. Starting to feel, it's almost like you're starting to feel a type of emotion that you haven't felt for a long time. Maybe since when you were teenagers, for example, feeling puppy love all over again, who knows? But it's something like that. This is really going to feel very hypnotic in a good way, I want to say. It's so liberating and freeing because I'm seeing so many birds in your reading. Lovebirds, of course, but I saw like the bird, freedom again, the freedom. It's like there is engagement, like there's a cage here. You can't do this, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do that. What about this? What about that? It's almost like a form of escapism from reality, this connection. And it's making you feel alive again. And that's why intuitively you kind of feel like this can't be wrong. It just feels so right. And when you look at nightclubs, there's this dual energy of feeling so alive, feeling so good. But there's also the other energy of sometimes it being seen as a taboo, or as an like a place where you're irresponsible, you get drunk and you can't drive, yada yada yada. And you wanna think about the balance between the two. Actually, it's spirituality always teaches us duality and how to integrate the two. It's not one extreme over the other. There's always one good thing here and one good thing here, and it's learning how to make them work together. So just an idea in case this is your situation. I would say there's nothing entirely wrong or nothing entirely right. It's how you handle these energies and integrate them that makes it good, or the right way to go. So yeah, integration here. I feel like to you and to them, this is just, there's a knowing with the King of Swords. Like this, like although it could be seen as wrong for one reason or the other, it could be seen as a high risk, it intuitively feels right. Both of you see it as the right thing. You can see it as liberating. You see it with the eyes here from a bird's eye perspective, like what's wrong with this? If this goes right, and if this goes right, and if we do this and if we do that, from a bird's eye perspective, then there's not much that is wrong here. So I think in this new connection, you're kind of figuring things out together. You're studying things. This connection makes you feel so good that you actually, with the King of Swords and the studying here in the Ace of Wands, you start thinking about things strategically. Okay, well, just listen to me, for example. One of you tells the other, what about if we like travel to each other, for example, and do this on Sundays and then do this on Wednesdays? I don't know. I'm just like throwing anything out there, trying to show you what type of energy I see. How about we speak on the phone, but this wrong thing, we don't do it this way, or what could be perceived as wrong, or what is understood as not the right thing. How about we do it this way so that we give fairness to ourselves and we're fair to others? Because there seems to be the idea of others involved in your challenge when it comes to your relationship. So I would say the Six of Cups represents two energies. First of all, there's something about families, there's something about children, parents. There is a much bigger energy at play here that you hold valuable, that you do hold dear. What else could be the Six of Cups? What else could be the Six of Cups? So that I try to cover as much energy as possible, broader energy with the people watching. You know, Six of Cups could be nostalgia. So for some of you, this is actually a person who you may have had a crush on, perhaps when we're talking about puppy love and it's revived. So it doesn't have to be puppy love. I mean to say someone that you liked before, or maybe even was in a relationship with before, and it's reviving. Perhaps the risky part is having to maneuver the same cause that perhaps made you break up for some of you. So sorry about the background noise. I feel like, I'm guessing, the people upstairs, they're like moving furniture around or something. I don't know, but my deep apologies with that. Okay, so what else is Six of Cups? Yeah, like nostalgia, someone you've known from the past. Also, it could be a past life connection, like someone you instantly feel connected with. Could be representing how just both of you recognize each other. You feel like you've known each other for a very long time. It just feels right, this connection. Despite the risks involved, this holds true actually for everyone. It's two people who feel like they genuinely know each other, almost to the point where you might have actually in a past life have been lovers who could have spent a long life together, a lifetime together. In any case, another thing, Six of Cups is youthfulness, kindness, innocence. So I feel like there is something about the revival of inner child in this connection. Something that was dying out is reviving, like feeling like you remember your inner child and so do they. You are back in your inner child self, with this person. There's playfulness, there's innocence, there's fun. I totally get why both of you are determined. With intuition, this collaboration or this connection absolutely feels right. And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. You're bringing back fun in your life. There's pumping, hearts pumping. I'm not here to advise, but I would totally follow it. If it looks and feels right, it could be right. So there is a risk factor, however, and I don't see the cards giving guidance, but I will pull out some cards for you when it comes to your guidance. But I do see you handling it very well, actually, the both of you. I see you're very strategic, very thoughtful with the King of Swords, very balanced, and you have many plans. And these plans give you so much hope and energy and love and happiness, because they seem to be well thought out, they seem to be well studied, and they seem to be quite strategic with the situation that you are in. And I feel like both of you, it's going to take time with the Six of Cups. This is something building by time. So it is going to take time, but I do see that you're also going to enjoy your lives until you are able to follow that plan at doing the right thing at the right time. And I see that both of you are very happy to do that. So how about we ask a little bit, what is this risky situation? Like, what's going on here? If we're allowed to know, and if it makes sense for the collective, because I know many people are listening. King of Cups. Obviously, this relationship is dear and near and important to both of you, but with the King of Cups, this is being emotionally responsible. There seems to be other super valuable things in your life, and that's why you have to balance between these two very important energies. Thus the integration. Right, it's not giving us a lot of details, but it at least shows that both of you are responsible and you don't want to drop other important things in your life. Should we pull out more cards? Perhaps we get more details. Empress keeps giving us the same vibes. I see that some of you are responsible for many others, are caretakers. You guys give me very responsible energies. And one hand is responsible for many, the other hand is responsible for many. There's something about both of you having to take care of others, like you have to put a lot of consideration into others, which seems to be an energy that pops up in your reading. So that's why it's wiser to take it slow. There is another card popping out. Let's take it. Oh, King of Pentacles, Emperor. For some of you, perhaps both of you have important careers, important jobs, important empires, and there's something about maybe a conflict of interest in the market, maybe, and both of you see there's an empire right there, an empire here. Both of you on top of mind want to be careful about this empire that you've built. So that's the type of energy that I see here when it comes to the risk. Okay, now I want to ask, what is your guidance when it comes to this beautiful connection? What are you guided to do? Because it's genuinely gonna feel like it's out of this world. In fact, with mythological creature, when you do tell others about it, it's gonna feel like a story out of a movie. It's going to feel so sweet. It's gonna feel so magical, something of that nature. Okay, well, you're about to start a ride, aren't you? Let's see, what is your guidance on this journey? 7 of Swords, right? The Moon card. So much mystery here. 4 of Pentacles. Take very good care of that which you are protecting. That is very important. Just as this connection will be important. Temperance. Handle both calmly and wisely. Unbelievable. Okay. 5 of Wands. Strategy. Being strategic in winning. Sometimes you gotta lose some to win some. Sometimes you gotta lose the battle in order to win the war. Things of that nature. Like, pick your wins is what I would say with this card. So what is your guidance? 7 of Swords is sneaking, hiding. So there will be, obviously, especially with the Moon card, a lot of that happening in the beginning. So yeah, in the beginning, you want to be in the low, I would say. You want to be very low-key. Because it is valuable, that connection is kind of like an egg. It's not meant to come to life right away. It is meant to start, but not come out into the open right away. But in due time, it's meant to hatch and begin when it's time. But for now, enjoy it with the Moon card in secrecy. Enjoy it between the two of you until you are able to bring that energy out. Yeah, there's a lot of sneaking, I would say, but it's also good because it allows for privacy and it allows for the connection to blossom privately. Perhaps you're two very famous people. Maybe, you know, it could be two very famous people who, for one reason or the other, must keep it in the low. Who knows? But it will allow your connection to blossom. It will allow you to know each other without all of the noise and all of the challenges that could, by the way, hurt it, sometimes harm it at its early stages. Sometimes you want to build a solid foundation before that can begin. So treat it like a nest where it has a home. It should get care, safety, and protection that it needs in order to hatch safely when it's time. So yeah, you can be free now. It just doesn't have to be out in the open in the beginning for whatever reasons. And at the same time, you want to be very protective of what is important to you, because with home, this signifies safety, it signifies roots, it signifies foundation. So there's something foundational in your life that is at risk, and that should be protected at any cost. No joke about that. So yeah, hold that near and dear. And when you hold the two energies as equally important and with the same amount of respect, you will be able to balance between the two during that time. But eventually, you can see with the bird flying and the other one come in, that this situation will change. At some point, you will be free to fly off, and there will be swap in this situation where you can be free. But for now, you gotta be shielded and protected. It's gotta be in the low for sure. And there will come a time where you can be free, where this situation will shift and change. But you got to deal with the two energies wisely, because these are two big energies that must be handled very wisely. And 5 of Swords, your last Obviously, advice and guidance here, as we mentioned, is to pick your battles. I don't know why. Like sometimes you gotta put this first, then that, and other times you want to place that first, then this. It's like sometimes you can think, but that's not fair. I did this, I did that. And you just gotta let it go, you know, because of the nature of the situation. And at other times you can go, you know what, I can do this and I don't have to do that. Now, pick your battles is all what this is trying to say. Despite all of the plans that you have in place, you might find frequent tricky energy here and there. Always sit and think well about it, and always be on the look of the bigger picture and not the smaller picture. Sometimes the bigger picture must win, the bigger goal must win than the short-term goal, I guess. Okay, and finally, how about we pull out 3 cards, for example, and see what can you expect. 2 cards, actually they are 3, 4. What can you expect after this protective time? Yeah, just notice how your relationship, your future connection here keeps showing you how innocent and good intentioned it is. So nice. Okay, so you've got the Queen of Swords, a visionary, right? Visionary. And you can see a zoom in to what she's seeing, and she's sitting on it. So it is talking about how one day you have a vision, a long vision, how now you have a long vision, or you will have a long vision, and you will be sitting and living the very dream that you've envisioned one day. So it does look like it's going to work out. The High Priestess has given you a little peek behind the veil. You can see the ship sailing. So you can see that it went from the hiding into the open. You can see that one day it's going to come out in the open. You've got the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment card, and it's also being emotionally fulfilled. So you can see another yes. And oh my God, the 4 of Wands in a love relationship is actually marriage. Wow. So I do see you two celebrating your connection, lovebirds again. And I do see that there is an upgrade here, something solid, foundational. And I do see you getting married if you choose to do so. So, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading in terms of what you can expect next in your love life. I wish you the best of luck with that. May you have a wonderful time with your beautiful connection. Stay careful, stay safe, but it's gonna happen. And until then, your guidance was also have fun until it does happen. Be out in the open. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at what you can expect next in your love life. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. Your significator card is Tangled Thoughts, and that's an Aquarius card. It also has the number, I believe, 33, or yes, 33. It is pile number 3. Wow, 333. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Something is telling me to pick up this pile, so I'm going to do that. All right. But if these are not your zodiac signs, by the way, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition. So, army, boot camp, duty, battlefield, invasion, courage, Napoleon, war crime, conquest. Right, let's see. And we can also pick up the other card. Pets, dog trainer, lion tamer. Interesting. Lion tamer, dog trainer. Interesting. Because I got an idea with that, but I think we're gonna wait. I think there is someone running out of control and there needs to be some taming, so to speak, like a adjustment of behavior maybe or something. I don't know. Let's see. So you've got Venus in Cancer with nurturing. And you can see a swan nurturing her little babies. Okay. Venus in Cancer is very loving, very nurturing. Father, speak of nurture. How interesting. What? Like, wow. It's did you notice there's this energy in this pile all about dealing with someone as the bigger person, right? And you know how a mother or a father, they discipline their children lovingly, but discipline must be applied. I don't know why you have that, to be honest, but I'm just trying to show you what I'm perceiving so far. We gotta wait. Perhaps that's why you've got tangled thoughts. Who knows? We'll find out. You've got the card sadness, so there's sadness. I kind of feel like for most of you, this is a connection that's already in your life. But I can't jump to conclusions. Let me just wait and see. Maybe you're already sad and you're nurturing your inner child. Maybe this is you're taming your shadow. Who knows, you know? I think we just got to wait and see what this is all about. Right, so these are the cards that I see so far. Let's take it from the bottom up. So you've got the Six of Wands. We said bottom up. Why not? Let's take that. You've got the Knight of Wands. How about we interchange? The Magician. That's preparing, fixing their shoe. Fixing their step. Or fixing somebody else's step. I don't know. Yeah, because the Magician's wearing their shoes. What did we do? Down, up, down, up. The Star card. You've got the Justice card. It's the number 8 in this card, in this deck. Queen of Swords. There's tension here. Some form of tension. There needs to be balance. And someone here is meditating, thinking about whether to follow their heart or their mind or to find the balance between the two. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to change. That's good to see. So is this an old relationship? Is this a new one? Or is it for both listening to this pile? Let's just get clarification on that. Because to be honest, I'm tilting towards a past connection. Like this is already someone you know in your life. But let's just check. Yeah, no, it could be both. Because there's a ring on the door, so there's a shadow, so it could be actually both. The pile for both. Knight of Swords. Yeah, running after someone. Like, again, both new person, chasing energy as well as someone who you already know or from the past. So if I'm gonna say this pile, or I don't want to say narrate, but I'm gonna read this pile as someone who's already in your life. But if you are single and looking for another person, please listen to it from the perspective of how the connection will form between the two of you. And I will make sure I look at the cards and tell you how it's going to start between the two of you. But let's look at the general energies here first. Star and the Magician, as well as the Justice card. These are three major arcana right next to each other, centering your reading. And it right off the bat shows us that this is a dream with the Star card. This connection feels genuinely magical. And it's fulfilling in both aspects, the mind and the heart. So that's strong energy, major arcana, showing up in your reading. But there is, however, a lot of tension in this connection. Or if you're still single, if this person is not in your life, then you might experience in the beginning, to be honest, a strong tension between the two. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, this is a fight over some form of power. Like, no, don't take this power from me. No, don't take that power. Or maybe someone's pulling, trying to take somebody's power from them, and someone's trying to bring it back. But yeah, I would say definitely a struggle in either power, a struggle in a belief or thought with the Queen of Swords. Like, there's going back and forth about a specific strong belief that both of you hold, and it seems to be opposing. Something like that. There's struggle and tension here. But at the same time, with the Knight of Wands, there's huge desire. This person seems to be drinking, in my opinion, signifying, you know, that expression, drunken with love. So there is great love between the two of you. It's highly romantic. There's a lot of attraction and desire with the Knight of Wands, but there is tension, strong tension, causing a lot of sadness over something. In my opinion, tangled thoughts there is an argument here, like a difference in thoughts, different in core belief, difference in view of something significant. The struggle here seems to be, in my opinion, with army and pets. Something pertaining to one of you feeling like the other one is trying to control them, or you know how the army attacks a territory, like one of you feels that the other is invading the other person's territory, privacy, freedom. It is Aquarius after all. Attacking or threatening the other person's freedom. And it seems like this type of energy here needs to be tamed. But it needs to be tamed with, it's not like you're gonna hold the stick to the other person going, you know, it's more like holding the stick, as in metaphorically speaking, of course, saying, I'm gonna do this if you do that. It's more the energy of keeping your boundaries and keeping your place, whether this is you or them, by the way, but doing that with nurture and love. It seems like what's happening. Doing it with a lot of nurture and love. One thing I can tell you with the Wheel of Fortune, that this energy is going to shift. Another thing I can show you here, the beginning card, the ending card of this row shows the same thing, in my opinion, because the Six of Wands is success, it's victory, it's getting the harvest. So it's kind of like some difficulty in the beginning that will lead to that will lead to that will lead to, sorry, I had just had many thoughts at the same time, that will lead to success and victory. So back to my thoughts that suddenly like hit my head. Father, nurturing, some people will be meeting this person through parents, like maybe your father, your mother introduces you to someone. They're like, hey, meet this person, they're my friend at work, and you guys like each other. There's a spark that happens. Maybe if this is someone you're going to meet for the first time, something of that nature, like seeing it through your meeting this person through your parents' connection somehow, specifically father, but there's a mother here. I don't know, maybe your father, maybe your mother, maybe your parents at the same time, someone in their entourage or in their connections or something. Any other place? Yeah, that's what I, to be honest, see here. Yeah. I also had another thought, like I had many thoughts at the same time. I'm sure it'll come as we do the reading. But you know what? Army and pets, you might be meeting this person when you're taking your pet, if you have a pet, to the vet. Perhaps there's a infestation or something, like your pet has ticks or something, and you're taking them to the pets. Very specific, but it's there. Or you have a pet bird. Yeah, so that's really what I see. A final energy here is somewhere where there's water. You might meet this person in a lake, around the lake or the beach or something like that. Or last but not least, because I am seeing the forest here twice, you might meet them while hiking or in the forest or something. Yeah, so these are the different energies, or maybe even in a pub for some of you. Yeah, so these are the different energies when it comes to you meeting this person, the different places I see. Okay, so let's continue with what we're seeing. It says input. Do you see? Input, and then this starts moving. So through action, it seems, and with a lot of thought with the Queen of Swords, a lot of consideration and thinking well and applying things in a smart way, things will start clearing out between the two of you. So that's going to happen. And there's a lot of sadness. I feel like both of you are going to be sad because there's a lot of passion and love in this connection. There's a lot of magic. Everything else is just beautiful in this connection. Even your thoughts. Maybe there's a conflict, but in general, your thoughts are in alignment. Both of you feel the same way about each other. But there's this one conflict of, I believe, someone intruding into somebody else's territory that's just not fair to the other. So how are you going to resolve this conundrum? Let's see. So you've got the Chariot. I'll take it from the top from here. The Two of Wands, and it looks like a huge shadow, a huge demon here. There's choices with the Two of Wands, making a huge choice. Look at that. That's going to be the key. Although this is the Three of Cups, you can see the door opening. What did the deck think about that? Three of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, these are like two, I want to say in the most polite way, because I love, love, love this deck. It's weird having a cigarette and the Six of Pentacles and the door unlocking for the Three of Cups. Like maybe one move, maybe it makes sense. One move that will unlock a friendship with the Three of Cups. That makes sense. Cigarette and the Six of Pentacles. What's that? Let's have a look at the guidebook. What are they saying with these two cards? How did I never check Six of Pentacles? Swords. another language here. Okay, so swords. Let me search for this and get back. So 6 of Pentacles, suit of Pentacles, the 6, anxiety. What? Okay. Just weird. Anxiety with 6 of Pentacles? Whatever. Economic concerns. Like, I get it, but 6 of Pentacles is more about generosity. It's weird. But it could be beggar energy, by the way. It could also be seen as beggar energy. So maybe, yeah. Economic concerns, crisis. That's, I think, the direction that they chose to take. Fickle, fortune, right. You will need more time to see your dream become a reality. So we understand that. It chose to go towards the beggar energy. 3 of Cups is like, in my opinion, doing something to unlock a friendship. So suit of Chalices, we want the 3. The solution. Oh, okay. They go hand in hand together, don't they? So 3 of Cups, the solution. Fulfillment, victory. Victory in the 3 of Cups, well, victory seems to be the name of the game throughout your reading, as you can see. Difficulties are overcome and making your dream come true. See, that's exactly what we are seeing throughout this reading. It's a beautiful connection. It's full of emotions. It's deep. It's like a dream come true in every way. It's magical. Everything is so good except for that one thing. It is a challenge. It is a crisis. It is something that you will be figuring out. And you do see here with the 3 of Cups that you will, in fact, find a solution to and balance with the 2 of Wands. You will find a solution and a balance to this situation. Perhaps in a way where you consider each other's shadow and consider each other's wants and needs as well as your own. There is, the cigarette is a toxic habit. Figuring out the huge demon here or the shadow. It's about the light. It's about, even the Chariot has the yin and the yang, finding the balance between the shadow and the light. So you can see this is going to resolve through honest conversation. And you've got Aquarius here, which is all about honest thought. You've got the balance and the justice. This will be fixed through righteousness, through justice, through being just. It's not about, oh, but do it for me. Oh, but do it for that. Do it for love, this, that, and the other. This situation will be resolved with a lot of wisdom and a lot of nurture, like speaking to each other, both of you speaking to each other kindly, and finding also kindly and honestly where there could be toxic habits or toxic traits, because sometimes someone could hold a toxic habit that they think is because of love or because of that this is the right thing, and sometimes speaking to others or others speaking to us, whichever way, we realize, oh, it looks like this is a toxic habit. Or they realize like, oh, this is actually a toxic habit. That doesn't sound healthy when it's being spoken from somebody else. You see what I mean? Sometimes people do things from their shadow without really thinking much about it. Just blindly, like the Knight of Wands, following their passions, their heart, what they want. So this is why this will be resolved through an honest, balanced conversation where both of you promise and are not disciplined, dedicated to truth, only the truth and nothing but the truth. Being honest about the thought process of thinking, yes, this does look a little bit too much. What can we do about that? What can we do about this situation? It's not about actually finding a resolution in terms of I'll let this one go, you let this one go. It's more about setting the honest standard for this connection. finding the right balanced thing where both of you want to consider and think about this well, it will happen. You'll be very victorious with this, and there's a change in energy if you do that input. Because at the moment, there is more emotions and tension without much thought. And this is why this will need careful nurture and kindness, just like loving parents. They're not here to punish you. They're more here to have an honest conversation with you, to show you that things aren't right, show you that, guide you that this will hurt you sometimes. They will have to do things that they don't really like they will have to say, it looks like you're gonna hurt yourself if you ride your bike, you're not doing it responsibly, so we're not gonna let you go on these bicycle trips on your own or anything like that. All I'm trying to say is maybe there will be consequences. It's like, okay, you're crossing your boundary here, I'm not going to be able to do that, something of that nature. So there is like honest, truthful, nurturing type of thought that will unlock the toxic trait and habit in this connection. Especially that the beautiful thing about this connection is it is both very passionate and very cerebral. You will be able to discuss things wisely and honestly. So that is like an advantage that is in your hand and is going to be the key to unlock all of this. And it's going to be a great key because the Three of Cups is also the energy of collaboration, friendship. It's going to create a friendship where both of you have empathy towards each other. It becomes more of a friendship of you rooting for each other instead of fighting against each other. So that's actually that will actually turn to your favor and not against you at all. So yeah. This connection really hits in the feels. I feel like both of you are going to be very sad when this tension starts happening, because none of you two want to have that disagreement. You just want to be in your loving energy and passionate energy and really enjoy this. So I think this will drive the both of you to have this loving, nurturing conversation together. In all truthfulness and honesty. All right, let's take a look at the rest of your reading. Ooh, you've got the 10 of Swords. Tumultuous energy here. It's like it's not going to be easy, because you're dealing both with high emotions towards each other, and one of you or both of you are touching upon wounds and pains. So it's like it's really in the feels with the 10 of Swords. It's going to be painful, but it's going to be very worth it. You've got the Moon card, self-reflection. Wow, and you've got the Ace of Swords. Once there is clarity in this situation, it's gonna glide. This relationship, it's gonna move smooth, no friction, because you've already dealt with the monster, the shadow of this connection. So yeah, it's something that you need to fight in the beginning, fix well so that there is a strong foundation, self-reflect on it, and then everything's gonna glide. So what is this saying? In my opinion, this is saying there is some form of ego death. And also, to be super frank with you, there is, and I did there is a moment, the ship could be representing the relationship. There could be a moment even, especially with the Moon card in conjunction here to the 10 of Swords, a moment where you might even discuss breaking up, or not speaking to each other, depending on how this is going to play out in your lives. There's the moment where at least one of you or both of you are going to feel like this is the end and that this ship is drowning, that things are way bigger than the ship itself. And do you see the bats all over the moon card? There will be a moment where both of you are navigating in the dark. Very sad. You don't know what the other person's thinking, what the other person's feeling. You know, your guess is your best bet. And this will push both of you to self-reflect. And it's going to be good because this self-reflection will loosen the tension enough to be able to have that frank conversation when the time comes for that frank conversation, so that it is able to glide easily, the talk and the connection moving forward. It is, I believe, the cost of removing something so toxic out of a beautiful relationship like that. And you can even see intoxication here. Someone is relying on a toxic behavior too much. And it needs to be brought to the light, and you need to move beyond it. It needs to be cleansed, but lovingly. Okay, so let's quickly pull out 3 cards, or whatever wishes to come out, and ask, what is your guidance during that time? The nurture energy is to the roof in this pile. Do you see? You've got the Queen of Cups. You've got the Lover's card. It's like stay loving. Don't... Okay, I'll tell you in a moment. Ooh, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so this is great. Because this is saying stay loving, stay nurturing. Like don't bring a bad taste to the other person's mouth with the way you deal with each other. In if this is a breakup or a time when you're not talking, like don't be rude. Don't say anything that you may regret later. Deal with your boundaries in a strong way with the Queen of Pentacles. Hold your self-worth high. Be very aware of your value and the value of your happiness, the value of what's right for you and what's right for others. Hold all of that well, carry yourself well, but at the same time be loving, graceful with the Queen of Cups. Be loving, graceful. Choose with the Lover's card. Choose kindness. Choose grace. Choose nurture energy. Like I'm here whenever you want to talk. You can always call me. You know, that type of energy, but stand your ground very well during that time. And I think this is foreshadowing like deep love and even having a family together one day. Yeah. I think it's going to be a beautiful connection moving forward. You can see that this connection will thrive and survive. It will move forward. It will be victorious. Things will change. But you got to stand your ground. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in this situation or with the person that's coming in your life. And I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading.